Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora and this is Scent Talk from my closet, the fragrance closet. On this channel, we go over all things fragrance. We cover niche perfume houses. We go over layering combos. We talk about dupes and clones of original fragrances, celebrity fragrances. We feature indie perfume brands on the channel, all things fragrance. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos, because you never know which fragrance house or perfume topic we're going to cover next. And the husband shirts love to get in the way. No, this is fragrance. We're talking fragrance. All right, so in this video, you guys, I am so unbelievably excited to be featuring a video of this kind again. I have so much fun when it comes to layering, and the brand new release by Victoria's Secret called Bare has just recently ignited my flame again. Like, hey, fragrance is amazing. I'm ignited every day. It doesn't take much when it comes to fragrance, but this fragrance right here, the layering combo video has already been released, and so if you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend it because this is a gorgeous sandalwood fragrance. So if you're a fan of sandalwood, you might want to be checking that out. So for today, or for this, next couple of days, I believe, I really want to feature some more Victoria's Secret. How many, raise your hand, show of hands, how many of you guys capitalize on those sales all the time that they have? $5 this, $7 that, or you have a $10 off of 40, or you have coupons all the time. I am one of those hoarders of these roller balls, and I never really use them. I just buy them. I don't know why, and then I end up selling them or gifting them, and I never really put them to good use for myself. So this week I'm deciding, why not just explore them and layer them and share the good news or the bad news. It might not all go gravy with the peoples. So let's go ahead and get right into this because we got quite a bit. We have, for today's video, Victoria's Secret Tease Candy Noir. We're going to combine that or give you ideas. I'm going to go over the wear test review that I did. I did a side-by-side right after my epic fail of another fragrance. And I went ahead and decided I want to smell delicious. I want to smell so good today. I want to have, I want it to be uplifting, and I want to smell like berries and just loveliness. So we're going to do the review for Candy Noir plus 15 layering options that I just, either have tried or never have and want to, and I want to share my thoughts with you guys. So stick around if you're up for that. I'll do the review of the wear test first, and then I'll give you the suggestions. Okay, so for Victoria's Secret Tease Candy Noir, this lovely little fragrance right here. Oh my gosh, okay. This is an amber vanilla fragrance, and it was released in the year 2021. So the big campaign for this is the fact that what they use in here, the warm tonka, is supposed to be a weightless warmth to this fragrance. So we have, the raspberry glaze and we have this iris. So it's supposed to be calm, scent, dark, sensual, and gourmand, and all those things call my name. Every single one of them. This is such a delicious fragrance. They do compare it to smelling like YSL's Mon, which I do agree on, but I also feel like YSL's Mon is a bit bubbly. I feel it's a little more champagne-esque, like uplifting, very, very sweet, and then very, very tart at one point. I really do enjoy Mon, but I can never get more than, gosh, tops 3 hours on my skin. This is a fragrance that I love the scent of it, but I do have to layer it. So I was down to try something today. So the other fragrance that they say it smells like is La Nuit Trésor by Lancôme, and I do not own that fragrance. So if you do, this would be a great contender to go ahead and mix with the Victoria's Secret Tease Candy Noir. Okay, all right. So what do we have? Let's go over this side first. I went ahead and layered. I started with Into the Night. This is Raspberry Noir, Amber Crystals, Velvety Rose Petals, Creamy Patchouli, and Mocha Musk. And This is a dark gourmand. If I have ever smelled one, this is gorgeous, and it goes with all your raspberry perfumes. So, so delicious. And honestly, it's a standalone as well. If you were to layer this with your body spray here, you're gonna last a good 6-7 hours, and I think that's great for a body, cream slash mist. So I went ahead and layered this first on my skin, and then I went in with my rollerball, my Tease Candy Noir. Went ahead and put that on my pulse points, behind my ear, over here on my shoulder. My shoulder's not a pulse point, but it's where I love to indulge in the fragrance. And then I did not use the Candy Noir body splash. I guess I could have, but next what I went in with was, of course, the YSL Mon. I went ahead and sprayed that all over, just sprayed it. And yeah, I shot and hoped for the best after that, because I was like, I wonder how that's gonna fly, right? It went gorgeously. It went so well. In YSL Mon, we do have strawberry, raspberry, pear, a couple of the notes here, peony in the mid, jasmine sambac. We have some orange blossom. And in the base, we do have Indonesian patchouli leaf and patchouli, moss cedar, and ambroxan. So it's just beyond me how or why, and it is the eau de parfum version, why this has never worked out on my skin. Like, why doesn't it cling to it as, for longer than what it gives me? I have no idea. But how did it go today? It went so well. It went a good 7 hours on skin, and it is still here. Oh my gosh, it is still here. Why am I saying 7? It's gonna go more. It's been 7 hours, but I believe it could go more. Oh my gosh, on here it is really, really strong. I can smell the concoction that I've made, and it is so, so good. This was a unbelievably successful layering pair. It's going to last an entire evening. I would be careful. This is really, really strong, actually, the smell that it emits. So I feel like it might not be office safe. I mean, you do you, but I'm not sure if it would be really, really good in an office. I'm picturing a nighttime scent with this, and maybe because I've always thought of Into the Night as being more for a night out, really, really nice fragrance there. And so for the right side, I went ahead, and I've never done a full review on Sofia by Sofia Vergara, but this is one of, I would say it's a very underrated celebrity fragrance. This is one of the goods. This is one of the good celebrity fragrances. It was released in the year 2014, and it is an amber floral fragrance. It's got some blackberry in there, some plum. It's got currant buds, orchid, rose, violet, and it's got a base of woody notes, vanilla, and sandalwood. So it's got some structure to it. Now, I alone get a good 5 to 6 hours on skin alone. So for this fragrance, I thought, oh, this would be such a great transition. This would be a lovely daytime scent, and then your nighttime scent with your Into the Night, your Tease Candy Noir, and all that. So on this right side, I went ahead and went in with my Bare Vanilla from Victoria's Secret, because it's a soft vanilla, and I didn't want it to be, my point was to make it a little lighter. So I did the Bare Vanilla. Then I went in with oh, I love to smell this. It smells so good. The Tease Candy Noir. And decided then after that, on the pulse points, I was gonna go ahead and do same fashion, spray the Sofia. So I am still here on close. I am still here. And I have a very light vanilla on my skin. So it's dried down to a light former version of itself, and the berries are pretty much gone, I would say, except on clothes. They're here on the clothes, very, very strong. And I want to give credit to this because it smells very similar, because I did roll this on my shoulders. So I feel like this did, really cling onto that section or area. I loved it. it would go a good 7 hours, I think, and it's a light option, a lighter option. And let me tell you that my son was not here. He was out running some errands with his dad, and I was in the room. I was sitting on my bed and writing some notes, and he walks in and says, what smells so good in here? And I was like, I don't know, it's the same wall plug that I have in the stars in my bedroom. And he's like, no, it smells good. And I was like, is it me? And I put my arm to him, and he's like, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so excited. I'm always so excited when somebody else can enjoy my fragrance. I'm like, yes, score. I mean, I wear it for myself, but you know, when your family members acknowledge it and they like it, like, yes. So that means it's going to be, these combos here are possible compliment getters for you guys if you enjoy that kind of thing. All right, so Victoria's Secret Candy Noir coming in clutch. I do feel like this is a little grown up. I actually ordered one for my daughter, and then she did not like it. She was like, no, it was not for her, and rightfully so. I don't feel like it's for her either. It's very dark. It really is. It's a bit grown up, and she's not ready. She's not ready yet. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be like the regular teases. Okay, that was the review. Went beautifully. Now I want to talk to you guys about other fragrances that you could layer your Victoria's Secret Tease Candy Noir with, okay? This is gonna be great. This is gonna be epic because in the future I will be liking to try this, and they do have a lotion that smells like the Candy Noir as well. So that if you have that, okay, so for all of these layering options and whatnot that I'm going over with today, I try to include as many as I can and talk about the different ones, not so everybody could go and break the bank and buy 500 things, but more so like, okay, if you don't have this, maybe substitute with that and be able to experience and explore your own collection. Because the whole point for me to be doing this right now is that, like I said, I buy these roller balls and I just never use them. So why not layer and experiment and really put them to good use. All right, might sound like a broken record there, but I don't want to be on here, you know, promoting anyone going into debt or anything crazy like that. And yeah, so if you are up for checking out these 15 fragrances, these two are in the mix, so 13 fragrances we got here to talk about, then stick around because we're getting right into it. Okay, so other raspberry fragrances. There's quite a few on the market. I went ahead and came in here, smell tested a few of them, like, okay, yeah. And of course, I have wear tested a few of these before, so I know exactly how they smell and what they would give us. So let's start off with La YSL Intense Mint. Oh, this is a candied, very, very strong, potent, lasts all day long, but it stays closer to the skin. So this is a great option, I feel, to layer with your Candy Noir here, Tease Candy Noir. Definitely. La YSL Intense Mint, I think would just, it would darken it up just a tad and add a little spiciness to it. But I do feel like that benzoin, I believe it has benzoin, a benzoin dry down. It is very, it just turns it smelling like candy. It's so good. La YSL Intense Mint. Okay, next up we have Ariana Grande's Audi, another one that I feel is so good. It has the raspberry in it. It's very underrated. There's a lot of people's like, oh, that's just, you know, classified it as a teeny bopper type fragrance. I adore this. I think it has such a good composition and it's sweet. So if you want to sweeten this up, there's quite a few people that also say that the Candy Noir here, it was spicier than they imagined. That's just, I feel, the darkness that it has to it, the dark side. So yes, I would love to just roll this on, spray some Audi and call it a day. Ooh, possibly even like some marshmallow, maybe from the Delicia de Marshmallow from Kaisi Perfumes would go wonderfully too. Oh, my mouth is watering. Okay, so next we have, ooh, something that I have not wear tested. Thank you so much to this swap that we had. I have JPG, Jean Paul Gaultier's So Scandal, and I sprayed it. Oh, this is candy in a bottle. I've been missing out so badly. Now, if you want to candy this up, this Tease Candy Noir, yes, JPG So Scandal. This is raspberry candies. There's nothing tart about this, not whatsoever. I cannot wait to wear test this. I just can't. In fact, after this, I have nothing else to wear test today. I might just roll this. Since I have such a soft vanilla feel over here, I don't really have much anymore. I think I'm gonna try it. I think let's try it. Yes. Oh, it caught my attention, let me tell you. I wonder how the longevity is on that. If you guys are familiar with JPG So Scandal, goodness, that's good. Okay, next up we have one that I wouldn't personally wear, but if this works out for your skin chemistry and you can rock it and it makes you feel like a goddess, go for it. This is Angel Nova. Unfortunately, it goes very screechy on my skin and I cannot with it. Very headache inducing to me, but some people, man, they get that raspberry note that's in here and they just, oh, it is so good. Very, very feminine fragrance as well. And I think it would pair lovely with the Tease Candy Noir here with the raspberry. Next is a personal favorite of mine and my daughter's. My little one fell in love with this. I had to get her own bottle. She's 7. Oh my gosh. Okay, so VIP Private Show by Britney Spears. This one has some interesting longevity to it as well, just like the Ariana Grande's Audi. Definitely. It's very candied smelling, but at the same time it has like a I don't know, some sort of base to it that has some oomph, like really, really nice. This is a great fragrance, not expensive whatsoever. VIP Private Show by Britney Spears. Love it. Next we have, oh, this one's interesting. This is I Am Juicy Couture. And I think, oh my gosh, okay, so this one does not last you too long. So I think that this would be nice for a little shopping trip, with your Tease Candy Noir. Put some I Am Juicy Couture, I'm sorry. It's an addictive fragrance to me though. Oh, I really do enjoy that. Okay, that is I Am Juicy Couture. It has raspberry in there. Next up with raspberry we have, now let's go into talk a little bit about some niche. We have Xerjoff Muse. This is a beast of a fragrance, gorgeous fruity fragrance, but at the same time it's like put on your dancing dress, we're going somewhere. So beautiful. I do have a full dedicated review to Xerjoff's Muse. Gorgeous fragrance, and I feel like if you just wanted to deepen that up just a little, then it would pair beautifully, just as a little just for kicks. It would be fun. Okay, next one that really doesn't need anything to layer with it, it's a beautiful standalone fragrance, is Sunset Hour, and this has a beautiful raspberry note in it as well. Oh, last you all day long. This fragrance does something to me. I'm just like, oh my gosh, every time I smell Sunset Hour, I'm like, yes. And now it has memories. I have memories tied to it from my recent trip, so just so exciting. Sunset Hour, I would love to try it with the Victoria's Secret Candy Noir, Tease Candy Noir. Oh, for sure. Now, the Sofia didn't have raspberry. It had blackberry, plum, and violet in it, but it just blended so well. So along the same lines of having the plum and whatnot, I really, oh my gosh, I'm so close. I'm going to get the actual Mojave Ghost. I'm going to get a dupe from Andromeda's Moon to be able to spray this Mojave Ghost by Byretto because I have fallen in love. This is such a great smell, and I think it would blend beautifully with your Tease Candy Noir. So that's Mojave Ghost, and I can't wait to get a sprayer. Next one that you probably wouldn't think is Mango Skin. This is the Inspired by version by Andromeda's Moon. I actually tested the original fragrance side by side to Andromeda's Moon version, and I fell in love with Andromeda's Moon instead of the original fragrance by Wilhelm. Yeah, that one was very light, and this one was very, very potent, and I adored it. And it dried down so interesting. Definitely not, you know, mango all the way. I have a full dedicated review to this one, and it would go beautifully with Tease Candy Noir here. Oh yeah. Next up we have JPG, Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle Le Parfum, and this fragrance is, this one has a more, I believe the original, I have it over here, I do have a head-to-head wear test with this one, and I feel like the original one is very, very deep, very, very pear in your face, very sweet, you know, almost thick. And I feel like this is, even though this is the intense version, it's just blended beautifully, and I do enjoy Le Parfum a little, you know, better in the heat, of course, than the original fragrance. So this one I feel would pair beautifully with the Tease Candy Noir, definitely. Next up we have the Dior Poison Girl EDT version, and this is another one that really doesn't, oh my gosh, so it reminds me a little bit of, oh, it's just gorgeous. It has, I believe it has tonka bean in here. So this fragrance has tonka. So anything that has tonka bean, it resembles vanilla in the dry down, and it is gorgeous, and it would pair beautifully. Poison Girl EDT. This is one that I like to layer things with because, again, it does not last very long on my skin, but it's a gorgeous fragrance. Okay, last but not least, and this is one that gets polarizing results. A lot of women say, or men, just reviewers, talk about how this fragrance is a little dated, a little mature smelling even, but I don't, at least on my skin. The wear test went beautiful. I get like a slight little tea note out of nowhere from this, from the original Flower Bomb as well. And so this is Viktor & Rolf's Flower Bomb Midnight, and I feel like it would pair gorgeously, I mean just nicely, with the Candy Noir. Yes, Tease Candy Noir. I believe I'm missing one. Yes, JPG's Scandal by Night. Now this fragrance I got from my scent box, and it's one that I really do enjoy, the Scandal by Night. So, oh, and I do think it would pair beautifully. If for all of these, I think it's appropriate to say that this is going to be a very safe amper upper. Let's amp up that raspberry. Let's darken it up, and you know, and then if you want to go lighter with your base, I would go with the basic, you know, either an unscented lotion or the Bare Vanilla from Victoria's Secret is very soft. Anything soft so that you don't, you know, amp up anything anymore. Oh, so good. Also good. Such great options that you got going on here. And I'm so happy that I visited this today because I'm inspired. I got my notes written down in my notebook for future reference, you know, for future wear tests and whatnot. And we're going to continue. There's one more thing that I believe would really go, excuse me, I'm dropping everything. If you really want to accentuate that raspberry, you know, strawberry type smell, the Buttercups and Berry Bellini from Bath and Body Works is another amazing option for all of these fragrances. So I thought I'd point that out as well. Okay, I've been here forever. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so good. This is so good. Buttercups and Berry Bellini. I love raspberry, berry, strawberry, all things berry. You're so good. And vanilla. My cup of tea. This is just gorgeous. Very nice. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for listening to me ramble on about all these layering suggestions. And I hope that you got something, were able to take something away from this video. And thank you so much for all your support on the channel. We're going to keep it going. Thank you. Y'all have a great rest of your evening or day, and stay safe.